What up? It's your boy T Sway. Funny story of how I got started doing beats for people is I pretty much just wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be a songwriter and an artist and put out my own albums and produce my albums for the groups that I was in back in the day. And that's all I had interest in back then. I really didn't never think of the idea of doing it for people around the world and through the internet. At the time, MySpace was big, but y'all remember that 2006 MySpace was like crazy, you know what I mean? And I was putting up tracks on there and everything, and the concept of actually producing for people through the internet and selling tracks was very new, and not a lot of people were really doing it. There was a few cats who were doing it, but it wasn't really like mainstream. Now everybody is like, hopping on the bandwagon, and I'm glad, because it's a great opportunity for younger producers and musicians to make music a living, and I think it's an amazing time to live in to do music. Personally, anybody could put out a song and blow up, but that's besides the topic. How I got into producing really was kind of just, I fell into it. It was something that I never planned to do. I never planned to do it for other people. I just wanted to make my own songs. So I got into producing as a way to survive as an artist, really as a necessity, because I didn't have anybody to provide the tracks for me, so I had to come up with them. And then I just spent so much time doing it, and I really fell in love with the process of making music, playing the keys, and making making the beats, doing the programming the drums, playing the keys, playing the synthesizers, and all the sounds. I really just fell in love with that whole process. But it was only for my projects, and then I started getting messages online from people who were like, "Can you do that? Can you do that with what you did for your songs? Can you go ahead and give me some of those kind of beats?" And I was like, "You want to pay for my beats?" I didn't really get that it was like that people would want to buy my tracks, and I was like, okay. So I did it like once. And then a couple years down the line, in 2009, kind of when MySpace started to fade out, I was introduced to some key people who were running their own business, selling beats online, and they kind of got me into it. Shouts out to my boy A1 for showing me how to basically do the leasing business online, and I really just fell in love with the process of helping people around the world with their projects, and it just was really interesting to have somebody all the way from Japan or UK make a song to one of your beats, let alone pay you for it, which is, that concept kind of blew my mind. And I just really fell in love with being able to add value to people around the world through my music. And I'm so thankful how I fell into this. It's definitely something that I didn't plan, but definitely was part of God's plan. So just thought I'd share that with you guys. Hopefully that story encourages you. Whatever journey that you're on, just know that there's a purpose, there's a reason for it. You might not understand everything that's happening right now, but it's all part of God's plan. Yeah. But that's about all I wanted to say. Much love. God bless. Love y'all. Peace. Your boy T Sway.